Peace, peace. How's everybody doing? Peace. It's your girl, Morgan Renee Myers, tuning in. We got to talk today, brothers and sisters. I've not really been speaking out about much of nothing. I don't feel like. Really within the last year or so, I ain't been heavy on my man Mondays, my women Wednesday, my family Friday. I get a lot of flack sometimes, and I just been focused on a lot of other stuff, and I just haven't been having these tough conversations a priority. But I've been seeing some things. I'm going through a lot mentally and spiritually with my growth, and it's just some things that I notice because I do spend some time on the internet, and I'm seeing stuff, and I'm in groups, and I'm seeing what we're talking about, what we're focused on, how we living, how we presenting ourselves. I'm an observer. I observe what's going on out here, and then I make commentary about it sometimes. So I'm gonna let a few people come in the room before I get started. Started at 7:00. I'm gonna probably get on the topic that I'm speaking of right around 7:05. Let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Yeah, so I'm going to probably get started right around 7:05, 7:06, just so a few people can come into the room, because I talk to the camera whether people on here or not, and let people watch the playback or put it on my YouTube. But I do want a few people in the room before I get going. So how y'all doing? I can't see the comments, or I can't even see who's in the room right now. Like, I see 3 people watching, but it's not showing y'all names or nothing. So if y'all don't mind, just put a little thumbs up, a little hey, a little I'm in the room, something to let me know some people is here. And I don't want to be before you long, because I got some stuff to handle. I don't want to be more than 30 minutes, hour at the latest. I don't even really want to go that long. But how y'all doing? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Appreciate everybody that is tuned into my page, that's on my friends list for now. I'm about to have to do a cleanse, just because it's just so many people on there I really don't recognize. I want to kind of keep people on my page that I'm somehow connected with, or I know is connected with me, just because, like I said, with all this growth and stuff that I'm doing, I just kind of want to condense the noise a little bit. So thank y'all for being y'all and being here. For those that don't know, I'm Morgan Renee Myers. I'm a multitude of things. I'm a serial entrepreneur, artist. I crochet. I cook vegan meals. I am a poet and an author and an actress. And I also am a great networker, and I like to communicate. I like to discuss some tough stuff and get to some solutions. So it is 7:04. I'm going to go ahead and get into my topic of the day. So like I said, I used to do on this platform a lot more. I used to do something called Man Monday, Women Wednesday, Family Friday, and basically I had a podcast once called The Exchange. Now I just have a private group on Facebook called The Exchange, and the goal of it is to create the uncomfortable yet necessary conversation surrounding sex, relationship, and communication. And then I also share things in there that just have to relate, with Black culture, things that Black people are going through. And so here's where I'm at with it, and why I decided to come and have this discussion with the people. So I made a status last night, and this thought literally came to my head. Like, the thought came to my head literally like this. So last night, now mind you, let me give you a preface. I have just come off a watermelon cleanse. That was 5 days. I have been plant-based, and being plant-based, most people assume I'm vegan. They say vegan. Oh, I know you vegan because I post vegan food. I promote vegan food. But at the end of the day, I want to be clear. I'm plant-based, and I also am of the survivalist mindset. For me and myself, where I'm at on my journey, it's not necessary for me to consume a lot of meat. personally, prior to being whatever title, vegan, plant-based, whatever, I was not big on buying and cooking meat. Like, I just didn't really like washing beef and chicken, and like I would, but it just, so cooking meat has never been a big thing of mine. And so then once I learned about plant-based and the benefits it can have of consuming more fruits and vegetables and things like that, the desire for having meat on a consistent basis kind of has dwindled for me personally. So that's what I promote. That's what I display. That does not mean to say, being plant-based, that I ain't messed around and had a piece of chicken or to had some cheese, like a piece of some dairy, some ice cream, something that, comes from an animal, because that's definitely happened. But overall, my goal is to consume more plants than I'm consuming anything else. With that being said, you can also be plant-based and have a terrible diet, a terrible eating lifestyle, and that can still reflect in your body. And it does not matter how large or small you are, how slim or big your bone structure is. If you ain't eating right, you ain't eating right, period. So that's the preface. Now, the status that I made, so that was the preface as to why, I'm thinking of all this stuff. I listen to vegan influencers. Tabitha Brown is cool, but it's another sister that I'm really tuned into right now. Her name is Oshun, and her business is called I Am Surviving Vegan. And so I fell asleep to her one night on the last day of my watermelon cleanse, and sis was just really dropping some gems. She was really saying some things that touched my soul. And some people might take offense to things she was saying, but sometimes truth hurt, or truth just be there in your face and you hear it and it offends you, or it make you feel some type of way because it's just so true. And also, you might be in denial and not feeling like that relates to you. But for me, some of the things that this sister was saying on her live as I was going to sleep and my subconscious was opening up, it just made so much sense. And she talked about topics of just like how alcohol is poison in our body and our liver is literally trying to fight it. And she's focused with her business on manifesting wealth. Like, our wealth is our health. So right now, like, she's on a detox right now, and she's setting intentions for a certain amount of money she want to make in a certain amount of days. And for anybody that is into understanding intentionality, or writing things down, and sometimes you have to sacrifice some things. And if you study, if you understand, and this is not a religious thing, but just if you have a concept of the Bible and some of the stuff Jesus was teaching, going through and doing, sometimes you understand that it's this bit of like sacrifice that is made, or something that you have to give up or release in order to receive certain things, whether it be blessings or wellness or whatever. Like, these are themes that are in the Bible or whatever. And so that's just to just be making me think. So that's the preface to everything that I'm saying and what this live is about to go into. So with that being said, last night I made a status that said, and if y'all could check in and say, hey, what's up? I can't see, it's saying people in the room, but I can't see who's in here. But I would love to. Hey, how y'all doing? So the status said, I wonder if gut health and fashion statements are ever going to have a conversation. Now, for one, I'm a poet. So, but that thought just came to me. I wonder if gut health and fashion statements are ever going to have a conversation. Now, for some people, that might go over their head. Might not have thought twice about it. It really holds no weight to them. What the fuck is she talking about? Some people might have picked up on it immediately. Some people might have read that and just started assuming a whole bunch of different stuff. So I'll let you know where I was going when I said that. And I'm also going to read some of the comments that people made and some comments that I had back to them. Okay. So again, the status that I made was, I wonder if gut health and fashion statements are ever going to have a conversation. So the reason I wrote this, aside from me coming off this watermelon cleanse, listening to this sister, I Am Surviving Vegan, and all this stuff she's saying as I'm going to sleep and it's coming into my subconscious mind, I keep seeing advertisement for waist trainers on my timeline. I don't know why. I feel like I've asked the ad to be hidden. I don't know what it is, but it was one particular one that caught my attention. And the sister did like a 3-minute tutorial on how to put it on and all this and that, and wrap it 4-5 times, and look how flat. And her mother was doing the demonstration, and then her mother took it off so we could see how she looked in the dress without it. And it looked like a lot going on. I do not own a waist trainer. I do have some type of, I don't know what you call it, but I guess it's like kind of like a slimmer. Basically, it just make your stuff like look tight. So let me start by saying this before I even get into all this. These are some things I know, and I got notes. Y'all see me look to the side because I got notes. I do understand that being big or skinny does not determine health. When I made this status, a few people made some comments under it, which we're going to get into. And then some, and one of the comments alluded to skinny people eating terribly and still having bad health. You could be big or skinny and still be unhealthy. That's not what the conversation is about. I do understand that people are born and shaped differently. I understand some people are just naturally going to have more body mass. I also understand that just because this Eurocentric world that we're in, that the BMI, the body mass index, does not necessarily match up to how Black people is really out here living and operating. That may not apply to us. What they say is considered obese or whatever. Like, I'm not a medical professional, but I do understand that some of the things that our medical professionals are telling us does not necessarily apply to our body types. Okay, I get that. Here was my issue and why I made the statement. I wonder if gut health and fashion statements are ever going to have a conversation. Okay, and I'm not. My goal here. First, let me welcome my highest and purest elevated ancestors into the room, and I'm going to pray that people are open-minded and can understand what it is that I'm coming to say. I'm not fat shaming. I'm not trying to intentionally make anybody feel bad. I'm just expressing what I feel like is the truth or is my truth and what I am observing out here and what people are putting on the internet. Okay, and I pray that people can be open-minded and at least have dialogue about it. So I wonder if gut health and fashion statements are ever going to have a conversation. When I see some of these waist trainer ads, because I don't even know people in real life that is doing it. It might be people I know, but I don't know them personally. But when I see the ads, it's like, we back to wearing corsets now on purpose. Like, y'all, we want our ribs crushed the hell up. We want to be our kidneys uncomfortable. And so, see, that's one of the things. Ain't nobody asked, but I'm drinking some fresh pressed juice. I have not really been in the mood to eat, y'all, since my watermelon cleanse. I had my little vegan burger on Saturday, but I've been still eating my fresh fruit and juices. Anywho, we intentionally going back to courses and stuff now. Back when, now I don't know all my history, but I feel like there was a time period where women was complaining about wearing that stuff, or we was wearing it when it was more patriarchal and it was more of a standard of the times, and this is what was expected, to have that slim waist and the bust and this and this and that. And I thought now we were in times where people were so comfortable with their body that we basically don't speak on fat people. We let people do what they want to do, look how they want to look. We proud, we comfortable, we not ashamed. Like, this is what I'm hearing. But then I'm seeing the opposite. I'm seeing people that say we're comfortable with how we look. We don't want nobody talking about us. We don't want to be singled out or nothing. But then I see the same people going and buying products that helps them appear slimmer, or give you a beauty standard that makes you look slimmer or skinny. If I'm fat and I don't want anybody judging me and I love how I look, I'm not going to keep trying to adhere to beauty standards that make me look like something I'm not. That still is telling me slim was beautiful and was, I don't know. It just seems like an oxymoron to me. Now, granted, I totally understand. So one of the comments, let me get into one of the comments, because I totally understand. People lose and gain weight. People have babies. People, like, I totally get reasons as to why you might want to look a little cinched. I'm not skinny. I'm 5'6", 200 pounds. Like, I've seen my weight go up progressively over the years. I understand what it's like getting fat and being uncomfortable. And I also understand what it looks like to know I don't like how I look in any of these dresses. I don't want these two stomachs or these multiple rolls to be showing on this skin tight dress. So let me put on less. I get that. I'm not saying it's totally wrong to waist trainers shouldn't be invented. We just need to love ourselves. Fuck waist trainers. No, what I'm saying is, for those of us that are into them in the sense of, I need this to look and feel good or to put on my clothes, but then also are of the mindset that I should just be fat and free and unjudged and I love myself, then do that. Like, I wouldn't, it just don't make sense to me to say that I'm so comfortable and free in something and then I am squeezing myself into these waist trainers or wearing these things to adhere to a beauty standard, when in reality, I should care less if that's how I really feel. Now, if you understand that, yeah, I got some weight issues, or I'm feeling uncomfortable in this, or I just had this baby and I'm not feeling my best, and you're doing it, and then you also are understanding, well, I should maybe add some workouts to this. I maybe should add some detoxing and some proper diets into this. Okay, you have steps in place to, but there are literally people out here buying this stuff because it's trendy, because it's a fad, and because they are lazy and don't intend to work out, and because it's just a quick cover up to look a little smooth. And my thing is, if you wanted people to accept you for who you are, and you doing all that, when y'all get home, let's say you out and you did impress somebody, and y'all getting to know each other, and they come over and y'all get to the bare and bones, they gonna see all of who you are anyway. So what am I trying to pack it all up and act like it's not there for? If I really say that I love and I'm cool with who I am, I don't have to adhere to this beauty standard. That's just where I'm at with it. Let's read some of the comments. This one sister, I got some plus size sisters that commented. One said, listen, my God, don't get me wrong. My tummy has come down lots because I put in the work. But I see women with the belly size of watermelons in fashion that I'm like, why? I say to myself, this isn't becoming. Do they not see what they look like? Man, the weight of the gut is insane. I know personally. I pray we do better though. So it's one sister in my community. She's heavy set, and she wear her shit out. She wear halter tops. She don't like, and she fat, like she got a belly on her, or 2 or 3, okay? And sis be out here in her little shorts, her mini skirt, her crop top. She could give a fuck less what anybody has to say. And I feel like Lizzo was kind of going about that same path. And I'm not here to judge whether or not, because I know the internet gonna already do that. People gonna already do that. This is not the moral of what I'm talking about. But people would say maybe sometimes that they actually don't have self-love, or they're craving attention, or they're doing these things to prove a point, da 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 da. That's not even where I'm at with it. She is comfortable enough to know that she looks like what she is. And I think she might be vegan, or I've seen her post about some vegan things that she tried. So she may or may not be trying to lose weight, but she is acting in her comfort zone. My thing is the health aspect of these advertisements. For one, a lot of us are not in a position. That's gonna go into my next. Let me read the next comment. So this sister was basically pointing out that she's heavy set, she's lost weight, but she also understands what don't look good in certain outfits. And I think we can all say that, like, whether you fat or not, like, there are just certain outfits that just don't appear well on some people based on how they're wearing it. I think we could say that for different body types in general. Like, sometimes people just cannot put an outfit together. And we done seen it. Y'all post this stuff online and we laugh about it. We make jokes. Y'all zoom in on people. So we definitely see it. Let's not act like we ain't seen nobody in a crazy ass outfit looking ridiculous. So then the next sister, plus size sister, who has a plus size boutique. Let me read what she said. She said, oh, I can't wait to get into this one. Lord, please keep the minds open and the dialogue flowing. Feel free to chime in, y'all. I can't really see who's on the live. She said, I feel like sometimes we need to mind our business and focus on ourselves, LOL. Not saying that this isn't true, but it's also very judgmental and rude. You never know what someone's life is like, and you never know where people are in their weight loss journey, or what they might be doing for themselves. Why should we not be in fashion because we are fat? Good question. Should we not love every aspect of us and every part of our journey? Now, I'm also saying this because I have a plus size boutique and am plus size myself and woke. Agreed that it is not healthy, but I think there is a friendlier way to do and say it by getting people to open up and be vulnerable and speak about some of the things they're going through and how it's affecting them. It's a way to say and do it, but this ain't it, LOL. So let me break down a few of the things she said, child, because this was golden to me. So, and I took notes. So, I feel like we need to mind our business and focus on ourselves, LOL. You are my business. My people is my business. We are our business. That is a European concept, to just mind your business and not worry. That's why we have a lot of the issues that we're having today. I'll take a small example, and don't take this offensively if it sounds like I'm upset or I'm coming on strong, but I'm passionate about this. And it's just some things that I feel like we got to put on the table. So we already understand the concept of being a slave brought to another country. We understand a lot of us was already here, already making stuff happen. We understand, we know about the Black Wall Streets when we get together, the beauty and the progress that we can make, and how the powers that be will try and shut that shit down. But we do know that we're better together. So this concept of minding your business and even not being near each other is detrimental. I am self-employed, but people hit me up every other day for something, to watch their children, to help cook their meals. Now, because I'm gardening, they help them with their gardens. What's some other stuff I do? I help organize people's homes and clean their Airbnbs. I'm one person. And some of these people, especially like with the child care, I enjoyed it for the most part, but some of these people needed a resource that was not daycare, because daycare is high as hell. And if you have more than one kid, it's really problematic. So you need somebody that's not charging you that much, that you trust, to watch their children. This is tribe mentality. We already too spaced out. We already live too far. We need childcare. We need education. We need food. We need our houses built. We need agriculture. We need to be growing that stuff. Why are we not living closer and able to work within a community amongst ourselves? That's for one. But the whole concept of minding our business and having all this separateness, it's not African. It's not of our people. So we need to mind our business and focus on ourselves. I am focused on myself and what myself and spirit is telling me. Okay, I went on this watermelon challenge. I posted 5 days. Y'all see everything else I post. A lot of people are really tuned into what I got going on. I know algorithms is one thing. Maybe everybody don't see as much as I'm assuming I think they see. But I know, based on the type of attention I'm getting, the inboxes, everything, people are seeing my content. So people have seen me talk about being plant-based and doing these juice fasts and detoxes. And it wasn't until I posted a picture of my scale and how much pounds I lost on a 5-day watermelon cleanse that people wanted to hit me and get active. So I'm focused on myself, and this is what I'm seeing, that there are some steps that I could do to do better and to treat my body better. And I'm focused on, I see how the heavier I get, the level of discomfort that's coming along with it. Like, that's my business, and that's what I'm seeing, and I'm focusing on myself. And then outside of me, I have my community and my friends, and I'm in some of these groups online, and so I see what women are talking about and some of the issues that they have. And our health is a big issue right now. So you are my business. We are each other's business. And if we say that we love each other and want to see each other in success, that means I want to see you live, and I want to see you well. Okay? So also, emotionalism doesn't dispute facts. So let's go on down. She said, I feel like sometimes we need to mind our business and focus on ourselves. Not saying that this isn't true. That what isn't true? The status. I wonder if gut health and fashion statements are ever going to have a conversation. That's what I said. So that means she's intelligent, and she took what I said and understood what I was talking about. And she also did say that she's responding to the sister that responded above her, because the status doesn't say anything about waist trainers or fat people. It says, I wonder if gut health and fashion statements are going to have a conversation. There are slimmer women that wear these waist trainers. There are women that are not even that fat. They just got a little bit of extra something that wear. And my issue is with the entire, not just the vanity of it, but what is it doing to our body? That shit is pressing on your important organs all day. Same thing with jeans, for real. Like, when we wear a lot of jeans, that shit can be pressure on our wombs. Like, everything in moderation. That's all I'm saying. If you have to wear that to feel beautiful and to feel comfortable, we got to readjust how we feel about ourselves. And if we don't like how we feel about ourselves, what are we doing about that? Are we sitting down and tuning in and really understand, well, why do I feel like this? Is it the things that I'm consuming, the things that I'm watching? Why do I not feel that great about myself? So basically, yeah, emotionalism doesn't dispute facts. Okay. Judgmental. She said that focus on self. Not saying that this isn't true, but it's also very judgmental and rude. All right, so I looked up the word judgment. judgmental. And it says up or concerning to the use of judgment. So then I had to look up what judgment meant. Judgment says the ability to make considered decisions or come to sensible conclusions. So I said, well, maybe I am judgmental because it's the ability to make considered decisions or come to sensible conclusions. To me, I'm at a sensible conclusion that I'm seeing these waist trainers continue to be marketed to us. We're probably not even manufacturing them, for one. Let's start there. The people that are selling it to us is probably not our people. I'm not sure the comfort level of them. I do understand that they are squeezing your shit in. And for some of us, we're not taking other steps to really help our metal really get slim. We're just doing it because we want to look clean in some clothes. But then some of that same group of people will get offended when I make a status like I did. But if you're so comfortable in yourself, you don't have to depend on a waist trainer to feel and present yourself to the world. That's a sensible conclusion to me. But my objection to that, because judgment sounds like such a bad thing. So I really feel like I'm an observer. So I looked up the word observation, and observation means the action or process of observing something or someone carefully or in order to gain information. The ability to notice things, especially significant details, a remark, statement, or comment based on something one has seen, heard, or noticed. So that's what I'm doing. I'm making remarks based on something that I have seen, heard, or noticed. And I keep noticing that we have a lot of things marketed to us in the name of beauty and fashion. I'm not even going into the wigs and the makeup and the eyelashes and the weaves. I'm not even going down that path because I understand Black women don't want you to tell them shit about what they doing, how they do it, how they look, how they feel. And I get it. Okay, we got enough of the world telling us enough about other stuff. So I'm not even going down that road. It's not my journey, but I get it. My thing is when we get in an uproar if anybody speaks on it, because we're seeing it in excess now. There has never been this much damn weave and waist trainers and makeup since the beginning of time. It's like we are in excess of it. And I just feel like as a people, we're not in a position to be so vain. It's so many other issues we got going out here, and health is one of the number ones. We is topping it in everything that's a killer. We're at the top of it. We're affected the most by everything. Heart disease, high blood pressure, diabetes, cancer. Like, let me go back. Call me judgmental, rude. You never know someone's life is like, and you never know where people are in their weight loss journey or what they might be doing themselves. Absolutely right. People have some hard lives. Like I said, it's so much out here. I get it. And I kind of love the campaigns that are out here that are showing people with the stretch marks or with the hair in, ridiculous places or natural or unnormal, whatever, just societal, not used to. Like, I'm loving seeing people embrace humanity and being themselves. So that's why it just kind of seems like we playing both sides of the fence, when on one end there's a lot of promotion for just accepting me as me and how I come and how I look, and this is what it is. And then it's like another part is marketing to cover that up, cinch it up, make it look tight, make it look flat. So being skinny is still, or being slim or flat is still the model for beauty. If I feel the need to wear this all the time, like I can't step outside the house without it, or if I'm wearing it and I'm not I know there are some health concerns and there are some things I would like to do to release some of this weight off of me, but I'm not actually going to do it. I'm just going to do something that's going to cover it up, that's going to make it look like, or make me feel, or make it seem like. Some accountability has to be had somewhere. Like, and I'm not going to tell people to do with their money, because I feel like when we do, that's another thing. But I did write in my notes, I said time and money spent on hair and makeup could go to trainers and better eating habits. Like, I just feel like it's just so much extra effort that we put into presenting ourselves to the world, that sometimes if we just took that same energy and put it toward ourselves, how much we will reward ourselves on our own. I really am more upset at the advertiser than I am at people, because I can see beyond. I can see what's really going on. Like, y'all are really marketing to us and taking our money and making us feel some type of way, and we buying into it, and I don't like it. But then also, not only we buying into it, a lot of us are really not monitoring our health. And if somebody speaks out about it, they just need to mind their business and focus on themselves. Well, when I'm focusing on myself, and then you get sick or start having health complications and need people to help you get well, because that's another thing. People have gotten ill or have had some stuff come up, and then they want to hear me, oh, Mo, what I need to take to do this and this and that. I'm not nobody certified doctor, nutritionist, nothing, but y'all see the lifestyle that I'm leading or claiming to lead, because you don't know what people doing offline. But you see the things that I'm posting, know I have a little bit of knowledge about something, so then you become curious. Don't wait until your health is at stake to want to get curious about taking care of yourself. I like that she said, why should we not be in fashion because we are fat? And that's another thing. Fat people can be fashionable. But why does wearing this weight trainer make you as a fat person fashionable? Is that still fashion telling you that slim and slender is what's fashionable? That's what I'm hearing. Why can't we be fat? Why can't we be in fashion because we are fat? You can. But why do you feel the need to have to put on a waist trainer to feel fashionable? If you're so comfortable with how you already presenting yourself to the world. I will put on that dress and let all my rolls hang out every crevice if that's what it's really about. I don't know, child. And she got a boutique, and there's a friendlier way to say and do this, to get people to open up and be vulnerable and speak about some of the things they're going through and how it's affecting them. It's a way to say and do it, but this ain't it. So I've had plenty of conversations for people to be open and speak about stuff. And maybe the internet isn't always the best place because it is public internet. Maybe everybody doesn't want to share their business on a public platform. So I get that. But there are spaces for that. And then how many of us are talking about that? How many of us are letting people within our circle know, I can't even bend down and tie my shoe. And then how many of us are saying, well, girl, let's go walking and committing to that together. Walk in y'all waist trainers. Go sweat in the damn waist trainers. Use the waist trainer as a motivation, but don't use it as a crutch. That's all I'm saying. Like, we using this shit as crutches and to be cute, when if you really want to look like that, because it's not like you're not putting them on to look like that and then take them back off and you comfortable again. Like, do you want to look like that or not? And if you do want to look like that, are we going to take the steps so that we can look like that? All right, moving on. So another sister, and she stated that she was responding to the young lady that had commented above her, the one who said she is heavy set and she didn't see people with the size of watermelons looking crazy. So she was responding to that and to my status. But I just found it interesting that that this apparently there was a friendlier way to say and do it to get people to open up and be. I don't feel what I said was rude or unfriendly. I said I wonder if gut health and fashion statements are ever going to have a conversation. That was the status. I don't see where that was rude or unfriendly. It was just very direct. And that's why I said emotionalism doesn't dispute facts. We have to stop getting so in our feelings about things and taking it so personally. Now, if it applies, it applies. And if you're a fat girl and you got a boutique and you doing it for big girls and it don't apply to you, then it shouldn't be anything to take offense about. Is where I'm at with it. But it doesn't dispute the fact that some of these stuff is pressing against it when you're wearing it on a continual basis, as I'm assuming some of these people are, the way they marketing these shits. And some people have probably bought it and don't even wear it that often because of how uncomfortable it is and how unnatural it feels to them. And then my other plus size sister chimed in and said, I agree. Being healthy is the ultimate goal. I won't refute that. I'm saying I stay stuffing my belly in my cute clothes because I know that is not as big as it used to be, and it's my business what I want to wear. Absolutely. It sure is. Also, there are women in fashionable attire that are small in stature and fill their bodies with poison every day. Sure is. That ain't what the status was talking about or getting to, but that is the true statement. Mm-hmm. It's people big and small eating hella crap. Everybody on their BS. Yep. I don't know what that had to do with good health and fashion statements having a conversation, skinny people being unhealthy, but yep, that is a fact. Then the other sister responded back, for sure. I've been vegan/vegetarian, no dairy for a little minute and losing pound and inches. And someone may look at me and make the same accusations or comments, but have no idea what my journey is like. I just think some stuff is not our business to be trying to dive into. But if we do it with love. And I'm not sure how this video is coming off, but this energy, it is love. I love us enough to call us out on our bullshit and to call us out when I see that they are taking our money left and right so that we can fit into a mold that we saying we don't care about. If we don't care about society standards, we should not be trying to fit into them. That's where I'm at with it. I ain't got too much more to say. I don't know if y'all commenting or not. I see it's like 7 people on this live. I can't see no comments or nothing. I sure can't. Dang. Are y'all, I just see Nicole. I just see you message me 10 minutes ago. Are y'all saying stuff? Let me say something and see if. Because I would like some feedback. I didn't want to just sit here and talk to myself the whole time. Let me go on my other phone on my page and see if I can read the comments. I would like some feedback. Okay, Willie said it's tough love. Talk to myself the whole time. Let me go on my other phone on my page and see. Okay, she said you can walk and talk and have fun while getting healthy. Well, a hit dog will holler. You'll see the comments when the live end. That's whack. I wanted to see him while I was doing it. Well, yeah, I'm going to get off my rant. I'm going to get off my high horse. And again, I say, because the sister that was making the comments, we have not met personally, but we have been online friends for quite some time. Somebody we both know connected us. And I respect her. I appreciate what she got going on. I appreciate that she has a boutique that big women can dress. Because let me kind of give y'all a, before I get off, let me kind of give y'all an idea of how my world is situated. So if y'all been tuning in, you kind of get the concept that I connect a lot of people and a lot of dots. And I'm in my area. I kind of know a lot of people. And so I see a lot of different things, and I see a lot of people's different content and what they focused on and all of that, what y'all talking about. I'm in some of these groups. I see what we're venting about, and wait, it comes up, y'all. Like, we're not going to act like we don't care about how we look and how we feel, because we do. So let's start taking some actions to where we're influencing that in a positive manner. And I love that the sister that made the comments has a boutique for big girls. If I were any bigger, because like I said, I've been gaining weight over the years. I remember when I was 140, 150 and thought I was fat when I was a size 10. And then I remember jumping to the 160s, 170s. I remember the next year I was in the 170s, 180s. These last year too, I've been in the 190s, 200. Ain't really went. If I do go over 200, it ain't been past like 205. It's like right in the late 190s, early 2. And that shit, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. It's been a little startling. One, because I grew up with a number of obese women. My mother, my aunt were the two women that I was around the most. But there were cousins and stuff. I seen pictures of when they was real young and slim before they had kids and stuff. And, as you age, some weight sit on you. I understand. And I understand now at 30 that I've heard it. But I'm seeing it and understanding it for myself now that weight sit different after a certain age. And with me not having children, I understand even more that with mothers, it's a whole different weight game. It's a whole different ball game. That baby weight, I get it. I get that society doesn't make it fun for us to feel comfortable in our bodies, that they tell us that being skinny and slim is what's beautiful and all this and this and that. So when I see that this sister has a line that it's for big girls to be able to dress and stunt and look good, yes. Because no matter what size I'm at, no matter how I feel about where I'm at on my journey, whether I'm fat and comfortable and don't give a fuck what people think, or if I'm a little big and I know I've been out of line and maybe depression and childhood trauma has had me overeating as to why I'm obese, but I still got to wear some shit until I can get down and I still want to look good. I like all the reasons why there are plus size boutiques. I see people online, they just thick. They big body. They big bone. They not going to be slim girls. They not supposed to wear nothing. My addressing of this topic, of making that comment about is gut health and fashion statements going to have a conversation, is not to attack fat people or to tell people what they should or shouldn't be wearing. The concept is we got to be comfortable with being us, and we got to be real with being us. For me, I know I don't like getting fat. It's not fun. It's not comfortable. I have difficulty tying my shoes, walking upstairs, running, like doing anything with physical activity. For me, I have to work on my strength. I have to work on my discipline. I have to work on, and one of the things that the I'm Surviving Vegan sister, and she be coming straight with the facts and truth. So I feel like that's why I'm coming with this energy, and it is out of love. And one of the things that she mentions is just that we're gonna have to let some stuff go. We got to understand what are the things that are keeping us back from the goals that we say we want to have. So yeah, you can buy the race trainer and you can look good in that club outfit that you only gonna go to, one time, or you can wear it into work at the office and be feeling good and looking good. But how your organs feeling about this? And then when you get home at the end of the day, was it a comfortable day? Was it, because that's another thing, how we moving through our day, how we interacting with people. Like, a lot of that energy got to do with how we feel. And if you all tucked and tight and just so you cannot have a roll showing, but you uncomfortable as hell and your kidney is struggling and your rib hurting, and they marketing to us, I just feel like our time and our money could be spent in better places. And if we really care about how we looking and how we feeling, we gonna do something about it personally. That's where I'm at with it. And I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of in my feelings about the fact that it took me posting a picture of my physical weight loss. And this happened before, like a few years ago. This brother that was living with me, and he was really adamant about me working out. And I had lost like 20 pounds, and I posted it, and everybody talking about, oh, you look so good, and yada yada, had all these compliments. I'm like, and y'all didn't have all this stuff to say when I was heavier. So that's another thing. Like, if basically we can't say nothing about fat people or what fat people are doing, but then as soon as that fat person lose weight, it's all you look so what? Did I look like shit when I was fat and you didn't tell me nothing? Or like, I don't know. I just be over it. Love yourself, love on yourself, hold yourself accountable, take care of yourself, take care of your body, mind, and spirit. We don't know what people are going through out here, so we should be empathetic, but we should also be real with ourselves about what we got going on and what we doing with ourselves. And I just don't feel like we should be getting time fooled into all these marketing schemes that are targeting us when we got better things to be worried about and better things to be spending our money on. And I know some people would disagree with that and say you need to mind your business, stay in your pocket, and don't worry about what I got going on over here. But we are each other's business, and we just is not in the time. We at war right now, and emotionalism is not going to help with that, nor is us dispersing our monies in ways that is not helping us get in a position of power. And that's just where I'm at with it. So do what you got to do to feel comfortable and to look good, but also do what you got to do to feel comfortable and look good. And I'm talking to myself. Do I exercise every day? No, I actually hate exercising. There's a brother, and I gotta even watch my mindset and my words about that. But there's a brother in the community that stay on me about exercising, and I do understand all the benefits that come with it, and the reasons why I should, and and I want longevity and health and this and this and that, and I still don't be doing it. So I totally get it. I understand busyness and laziness and and it hurt and the pain and that these are the reasons why I don't be doing it, because when I do get to working out, I be hurting and then I be want to go sit down for 3 days. I don't never push through that push through and just get over it and just understand you have to deal with it and get accustomed to it. I be giving up, and so I get it. I totally get it. And I do want us to empathize with each other, but I also want us to just be real with ourselves, okay? And love on ourselves a little more. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all for tuning into my live. I hope that my words was taken with some type of understanding. And if they weren't, that's okay. And if you disagree, that's okay. Share your thoughts. Help enlighten me. I'm here to learn. I'm not the type that, I definitely take other people's opinions into consideration. And I'm open to all the dialogue. So I appreciate y'all. Y'all be well. Y'all be healthy out here. Y'all make sure y'all drinking y'all water. Y'all put something into your temple that's going to help enrich your life. And I love y'all. And y'all go love on y'all. And y'all have a good rest of y'all day.